Let's talk about how I made my first $1,000 selling digital products on Etsy. Hi, I'm Madeline and welcome back to my channel or the podcast if you're listening on the podcast today. So I am going to walk you through exactly how I got from zero, from having no product, no idea what I was doing, having a very low confidence and not even knowing if anyone's even going to buy anything from me, all the way to making my first $1,000 selling digital products on Etsy, which is amazing because it's a completely passive income stream, right? So once you set that product out, you put it on the website to sell, then you don't really have to do anything else. It kind of sells passively. It's not like a physical product that you have to create over and over again, right? Which makes it amazing, especially if you are a mom like myself, or I think anyone for that matter, if you want to have that kind of passive income stream on the side or to turn it into your full-time thing. So that was kind of my start, how I started selling my own products. And then obviously this turned into my full-time thing. So I'm a full-time blogger now and I have a few income streams now through, social media, through my blog, but I still believe very much in selling those small digital products on whether that's on Etsy or your website or different platforms, because there are so many out there. But it's just such an amazing income stream that I feel like it's a shame not to pursue it if you have the opportunity to do so. Like, anyone has access to the internet these days. You have so many free tools available to create these digital products. So why wouldn't you try and sell some and make some money from this online business thing? I'm really excited about this because I know it's made such a big difference in my life and I know it can do the same in yours. So before we get into it, I just wanted to quickly mention that I have a free masterclass on exactly this topic. So how to go from zero to your first $1,000 selling digital products, and whether that's on Etsy or other platforms, it doesn't matter. The process is very much the same, and it's how you can turn a small digital product, because it doesn't have to be this huge program or course. You can turn a small digital product into a full-time business, and that's amazing. So the masterclass for that is completely free. There will be a link below where you can sign up for that. But yeah, I'm just gonna walk you through kind of my story, how I started and how I got to the place where I am today. Okay, so I'll be completely honest, when I started, I was basically just a blogger, blogging away on my little blog, and I started getting, this idea that I might be able to sell my own digital product. I was seeing all these other people selling, PDFs or ebooks or printables or all of these kind of sort of things, and I thought, maybe I could do that, but I had no idea what I was going to sell. I had no idea if anyone's ever going to buy from me, because who even am I to be selling these products, right? I think a lot of us have that feeling in the beginning. So I absolutely had that low confidence. And that's the thing about confidence. It never comes from overthinking things. It comes from doing it and seeing kind of a bit of a result, and then, powering up on top of that, and then optimizing a bit to get to the next level. And then you keep going until this grows into a full-time business. And it does need to start from that small point of, I don't have confidence, I don't know who's gonna buy from me. But even if you feel that fear, you go and do it anyway and take that next step. And that's how you get, to that successful business at the end of the day. So the first thing that kind of gave me this impulse to create these products is actually people were starting to ask me on Instagram how I edit my pictures. And I was using the free Lightroom app to edit my pictures, and you can create these presets on there. You can save them and then use them for your future photos as well. So that's what I was doing on my pictures, and people really liked, kind of the aesthetic, I guess. Or the colors, the vibe, whatever you want to call it. So because people were asking that, I figured, well, I can actually share that preset to people so that they can use it as well. So I just, created the preset and I gave it for free on my website. I did put up a sign up form so they would sign up on my email list, because I had heard how important email lists are. I had no idea if it's ever gonna come to anything, but I thought I would give it a go. So I put up this free preset. I promoted it on Pinterest, on YouTube, on a lot of different areas, on my Instagram as well, obviously, and so many people started signing up for the free preset. I think these days there's been I don't even know, because I switched platforms and I don't have some of the original people who signed up, but there's over 50,000 or 60,000 people who have downloaded that free preset, which is insane. And those are people who've also joined my email list. So the fact that people were so interested in that free preset, it kind of made me think, well, I do have a lot of other presets that I use, so maybe I could share those but sell them as well, so that I don't, you know, give all of them away for free, so they can have the free one, and then if they want more options, if they want kind of an upgrade, they can buy a whole range of other presets as well. So honestly, I kind of went back and forth on this for months. It took me so long to kind of make that decision of, okay, I'm gonna do this, because I had all of those limiting beliefs. I was like, oh, I don't want people to think I'm salesy. I don't want people to think, you know, I'm a sellout, whatever they say. And we do, a lot of us have these limiting beliefs that hold us back. But that's the thing, the only thing that's holding you back from selling and making this money is you. Like, there's nothing stopping you from doing this as well. So once I kind of got over that, I just figured I'm gonna give it a go. If no one buys, no one buys. At least I gave it a shot, right? So I started selling them. I created my Etsy shop, and I put there the presets for sale. I actually didn't really have much of a system in place at first. I just kind of sent emails to my email list, and I promoted them on my Instagram, again, Pinterest, everything like that, on my blog, and I let people know that, okay, I have this free preset, and then I also have these paid ones in case you want more. And people started buying them. I actually made, in my first month, let me check, I made £300 from selling these presets. So that's about $360, I believe. And I know it's not a lot, like it seems like a small number, right? But for me, it was kind of the small beginning that I needed to give me the confidence and to make me realize that I can actually do this. Like, I can actually sell this, and if I sold £300, that means I can sell 1,000, and that means I can sell 2,000, and, you know, just kind of scale from there, if you know what I mean. And that's exactly what I did. So you know, I kept optimizing and testing different things. I actually started learning about funnels, which is basically a system where you take people, you know, from not knowing anything about you, anything about your business or your products, all the way to a customer, right? So you put them through this funnel of things that happen in the middle that get them to convert into a buyer. And so I started learning so much about these funnels, how they work, what I could incorporate in my business, and setting up that funnel system allowed me to reach that first $1,000, and that was completely passive, which was amazing. Again, I just created this small preset pack, right, that I put up on my Etsy. So I created it once, I put it up there, and then I keep selling it, like, even to this day, completely passively. I don't have to do anything. Like, sometimes I will answer an email, like customer support, if someone's having trouble setting it up. Of course, I will answer and help them with that, but that takes like a few minutes. So you know what I mean? It's not like active work that you have to put in there once you set it all up. And that kind of funnel, that kind of system for selling these presets is something that I have used again and again in my business. Every time I create and want to sell courses, ebooks, or, you know, programs in my business, anything I want to sell, I use systems like that. And it's just amazing once you learn how to set it up. And that is exactly why I created my new course that I launched in May. It's called The Simple Passive Plan. You might already know this if you are on my email list. But I just wanted to put all of this in a course so that you can have access to it. It's a 10-step plan to get you from zero, you know, from starting from scratch, all the way to getting that passive income consistently. And honestly, like, selling these products, it doesn't have to be that complicated. Of course, if you look out there on the internet, there's so much information that sometimes it just leaves you feeling more overwhelmed than when you started kind of researching this. And I just wanted to create a simple course that gives you the exact system you need for all of this, for selling these digital products. Just kind of getting the feedback from my first few students who joined, it has been amazing. People really, really love it, and I think they really love just kind of having a clear plan and a simple plan that gets you, you know, to that consistent passive income. But just to give you a few steps that you can follow and kind of actionable things you can do to start selling these products, you know, successfully. The first thing would be to work on your mindset and try to get over those kind of limiting beliefs that we all have. All of those things like, I'm not good enough, who's even going to buy my product, people will think I'm salesy, all of these things, you probably have some of them in your head right now. Like, when I tell you you can start selling your product tomorrow, what is the first thing that pops into your head? That's most likely going to be a limiting belief. So what you need to do is kind of work on it, kind of work through it, work on your mindset, do journaling if you have to, anything that can help you get over that, and just kind of push through. Like, the thing is, you can feel that fear, like, right? Because it's a scary process, putting yourself out there and creating these products, but you can feel that and go ahead and do it anyway. Because I feel like the reward of making that money, you know, that passive income, is just so worth it, honestly. Then the second step in this process for you is going to be trying to decide what product you're going to sell. So there are a million things you could sell out there, like digital products. I mean, you could sell things like workbooks or cheat sheets for certain things. You could sell different PDFs, you know, depending on your niche, depending on what you know and what you're good at. You could sell ebooks or mini courses or a full course or a program. You could sell Lightroom presets like I did. You could sell Canva templates. There are so many things, like printables, so many things you could do. It's all about getting creative and doing your research, because you can go on Etsy, right? You can go on Shopify, all of these places, and have a look at what other products are out there and what you could recreate yourself. Because it doesn't need to be kind of reinventing the wheel. It can be something that's been made before. You will likely not be able to come up with a product that has never been made before, right? Because there are just so many out there that what you want to do will likely already be done, and that's fine. I'll talk about the competition in a little bit, but your product will be different. Like, you're not going to do exactly the same thing, even if it's like a similar color scheme or a similar kind of topic. It will be from your experience, from your perspective, from your view. So it will always be a different product. Step number 3 will be to validate your product. So this is something that I teach more in depth in the Simple Passive Plan, kind of how to do that audience research, how to really get to know your people and know what product you should create for them, and then also validating if that product is a good idea. But kind of one thing that you could easily do to take that action right now is to, again, go see if there are any other products out there, like similar products. And if there are, a lot of people will get kind of discouraged by that, but it's actually a good thing. Like, it's a great thing if there are already products out there that are similar to what you want to do, because that means there is a need for it, right? There's a market for it. And competition is not a bad thing. So many people think this, but competition means there's a market out there and you can have your spot in the market, because you will be different and your products will be different. This is an example I often give my students, but what if Starbucks had said, well, there are already a lot of coffee shops out there, so we might as well not start this business, right? Again, competition is not a bad thing at all. Then step number 4 will be to kind of figure out how much to charge. And again, a lot of people get stuck on this point. We do go into this in the Simple Passive Plan, but just, I guess, kind of decide if you want to be more on the affordable side, like a medium price, or if you want to be a high ticket type of product. And you can do this by, again, doing that market research. Go see what products are out there and kind of the price range for them, and then decide where you want to be on that scale. There's nothing wrong with being affordable and there's nothing wrong with being high-end, right? There will be customers for either end of the spectrum. So you do want to kind of do your research on that and decide on a price that feels good for you and is kind of equivalent to the value that your product offers. And then for the 5th step, I'm gonna give you kind of a bit of an insight into my secret behind all of this, you know, creating all of this online success through selling digital products. And so kind of the main thing that I do is I drive traffic to my freebie, right? So for example, for the Lightroom presets, I will drive traffic to the free preset that I offer on my blog. So traffic can come from Google, from Pinterest, from Instagram, from all sorts of places. From YouTube, sometimes I send you to my freebies as well. And then once people sign up for that freebie, they sign up on my email list automatically. Then they get put through the funnel that sells my paid products. So that's kind of how I do this. Obviously, there are a lot of steps involved in the middle, but that's the gist of it. Like, you do want to kind of give people something like a freebie, something that gives them a taste of what you are like, what kind of value you offer, what you can help them with. And if they can see value in that free product that you offer, then they will be much more likely to buy the paid product as well. So I really do hope this was helpful to you. If you are just kind of starting out, looking to sell your product, let me know in the comments below what came up for you in this video or the podcast if you're watching there, what product you would like to create, kind of what idea you have in mind. I would really love to kind of cheer you on this journey. And again, don't forget to sign up for the free masterclass if you want to get more details on how this entire process works and how to get to that first $1,000 from selling digital products yourself. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.